So if little Johnny has 29 pieces of bacon, and then little Johnny eats 29 pieces of bacon, what does little Johnny have left? Little Johnny has happiness. Little Johnny has happiness.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Girl, I'll be playing this Chris Top program guy, and he's fine, and he'd be wobble with me, and I'd be on his show, girl, be like, dark it up, now dark it up, no, girl, I'll be popping it left to the right, yeah, like that. Hey, who you looking at? Girl, these people can't be minding their own business.
I never talk to strangers unless they're hot. The Ice Cream Man is evil. Justin Bieber was sent to this planet to destroy the minds of teenage girls. When my hand falls asleep, I like to slap myself in the face with it because it feels like a stranger is attacking me. And I happen to love ponies as well. So, do you want a date? The Chris Top Program, the alternative to the garbage on Spreaker.
And I am the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. Tomorrow, in case you didn't know, is Bacon Day. How are you going to celebrate Bacon Day? Are you going to eat it? Maybe wear it? Maybe make some earrings out of it. There's lots of things you can do with bacon. I mean, you can put it on a cheeseburger. You can even put it in ice cream if you want. It's up to you. Now, I'm going to tell you what Ford has done, and I'm talking about the car company Ford. International Bacon Day. And thanks to Ford, drivers have a new way to express their love for bacon. They're offering buyers of the 2014 Ford Fiesta the opportunity to have their new car wrapped in one of 4 vinyl graphics. And all of these vinyl graphics feature bacon. You can get a few bacon racing stripes. You can get a hog wild helping of bacon graphics wrapped around the entire car. I guess maybe they finally realized something that we've all known for a long time. You can wear it, you can bathe in it, or you can simply just eat it. And I think bacon is the secret to living a very long and happy life. Hey, Jalen, how are you? Me and Jalen, we're hanging out in the Chris Top program. Now, I've got a good show lined up for you today. We have a few things to talk about. We may talk about bacon again, because we should all make bacon and not war. Just give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Wait. I worry what you heard was, give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I said was, give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Do you understand? It's a big holiday. I bet dogs are excited. I bet I would go as far as to say Lady Gaga. Okay. Hey, can you hand me a towel, please? Thanks. I bet Lady Gaga is pretty excited as well that tomorrow's Bacon Day. I should have just skipped that part. I really should have. I've got a brand new What If episode lined up for you. Ask yourself this question. What if the Joker was one of those cheap mall Santa Clauses? Now, I had some help with this one. Holly Solon and Kiss Kiss helped me out with this one, so we're going to debut it on the show today. And that'll be coming up just a little bit later. So is anybody going to eat bacon tomorrow besides me? I'm excited. I'm really kind of excited. My recipes call for 2 cups of bacon, 1/4 teaspoon of bacon, and then a dash of bacon as well. I mean, everybody loves bacon. What is the deal with it? I mean, it's fattening, but I don't think people care when it comes to bacon. I think they just love it because it tastes good. And you can put it on so many things. You really can. Now, I haven't went as far as to try it on ice cream yet. Now, that's not to say that I won't sometime in the future, but I'm thinking not strips of bacon on ice cream, but maybe just like the little bacon shavings. Not even like bacon bits that you'd put on ice cream or on salads, but I'm thinking just like little shavings of bacon, maybe on top of the ice cream. I don't know. I have no idea. Now, after you get done eating your greasy bacon sandwich with a bacon bun, you can try this. Well, actually, you can't try it until 2014. But the most amazing new amusement park ride, it's set to arrive in southern New Jersey next year. It's called the Zumanjaro. The Zumanjaro. I think that's how you say it. The Zumanjaro, or the Zumanjaro. I'll go with that. The Zumanjaro Drop of Doom. All right? It actually plummets 415 feet. It goes up to 90 miles per hour. And while you're falling at 90 miles per hour, this other roller coaster, it's called the King de Ka, it actually seems like it's hurtling straight toward you. So while you're falling to your death, there's another roller coaster it looks like it's going to smash into you while you're falling. How exciting does that sound? Well, I guess it sounds probably more terrifying than it does exciting. I don't know. Now, how many players have you known in your life? Now, I think I could have come across a story about the original playa. His name's Samuel Delbert. Well, he's got 3 names. Samuel Delbert Whitney. All right, now he died recently. His stepdaughter, her name is Lexi. I guess she was going through his stuff after he died, and that's what people do. But she found a whole stack of birth certificates in let's just call him Sam, in Sam's house. He was actually the father of literally dozens of children. Now, for one reason or another, Lexi is on a quest to reunite all of these kids. I'm thinking they might be a little hacked off. You know, I mean, he was kind of a love 'em and leave 'em kind of guy is what I'm thinking. Because she didn't know about him until she found the stack of birth certificates. This is what she said. She said, what we want to do is find these children and let them know that they have a family that loves them and wants to know them. Just like old Sam did. No, I don't want to just sleep with you. I really want to get to know the kids after we have them. All 54 of them. 54 kids. Lexi called her stepfather a likable man. I think he may have been a very likable man. She said that women flocked to him. Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how a man has 54 kids. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. It's kind of scary, isn't it? And I'll tell you what else is scary. I'm going to say 2 words to you. And I want you to tell me what the first thing is you think about. And you're going to feel dirty. You're going to feel like there's bugs crawling all over your body. Are you ready for this? Foam finger. Are you tired of hearing about the foam finger yet? Now, and just in case you've been in a closet, just in case you have no clue what I'm talking about, Miley Cyrus did things with a foam finger that would probably give your grandmother a heart attack. I mean, if somebody threw that foam finger at you, would you try to get out of the? What would you do? Would you freak out? Would you try to catch it? I guarantee it would give you the cooties. I don't know that foam finger is ever going to recuperate from her twerking with it. Anyway, the guy that invented the foam finger, his name's Steve. Now he's really upset with the unconventional way that she used a number one finger. This is uncomfortable to even talk about. He said, I would say that it certainly misrepresented its intent to encourage team support. She took an honorable icon that is seen in sporting venues everywhere and degraded it. Miley Cyrus, she degraded the foam finger. What were you thinking, taking that poor little defenseless foam finger and doing those things that you did with it? You're just a whore. Anyway, he invented the foam finger in his garage in 1971. It actually made its debut at his high school at a football game. Now, when he originally made it, it was made with paper mache. I don't know that version would have lasted through what Miley Cyrus did with that foam finger. Anyway, despite the damage, well, then some other guy, like some other entrepreneur, made the foam version and whatever. So despite the damage that Cyrus did to that poor finger, Steve is very optimistic. He says, and he insists that the finger is actually going to have a more family-friendly future. He says it's been around long enough that it'll survive this incident. I guarantee that finger has the cooties. Now, let me ask you this question. How much would you pay for a 7.59 carat diamond? I know. You've got several of those just in your junk drawer right beside the pliers and the rubber bands and all that stuff. I get it. But this particular one is blue, and it's nicknamed the Premier Blue. And they mined this thing, I guess it was in South Africa. It's the world's largest round blue diamond. And it's going up for auction in Hong Kong in October. And I'm looking at a picture of it right now, and it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. They think that the flawless gem, are you ready for this? They think it's going to fetch at least $19 million. I don't care how pretty it is. I don't care if this blue diamond could do things that the foam finger couldn't do. I don't know if I had $19 million that I would pay for that. But that's just me. I mean, there are a lot more people in the world that love diamonds and have a lot more money than I do. But when you look at it in perspective, that's kind of chump change. Because there was a 24.78 carat diamond that was actually pink. It was called the Fancy Intense Pink. It sold in 2010 for $45.6 million. Diamonds. Who has that much money? Who in the hell has that much money? I want to say hi to everybody that's in the chat. We've got Jalen Baxter in the chat. We have Snake Jesse. We have Apocalypse in the chat. It's good to see you guys. Jalen says he'd throw up like Chris does when he mentions Lady. Well, you know. Snake says he had to have thrown his back out a few times. You know, it hurts when I mention her name, and I throw up with such intensity that it is quite painful when I do it. I can't help it. Now, I want to tell you guys about a few things that are coming up in the near future. I'm trying, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull this off or not. But there's this online game that I used to play. It's called Wartune. And I haven't been on it that much as of, I guess, the last 3 months or so, 3 or 4 months. But I'm trying to get some people that play the online game on my show. Because I thought it would be fun to talk to some of these guys and just have a complete dork fest. I have questions to ask them. I want to know if they have stacks and stacks of pizza boxes. I want to know if they have gallon jugs full of urine. I want to know if they're just stuck to their couches when they play this game, because it's addictive. It's really addictive, and I want to know how much sleep they get. And then we'll ask them about the game too, because it is a lot of fun. I don't know. I guess I lost interest in it, and I'm kind of glad I did. I mean, these games are fun, and if you ever played these games or tried these games out, they all start out, hey, this game's free and it's cool, come try it out. And then you start playing it for a while, and then they start saying, hey, if you spend a little bit of money, you'll get stronger, you'll get better. And then you tell yourself you're not going to spend any money on the game when you start, and next thing you know, you're spending your money. They know how to reel you in on these games. So I'm hoping to get a few people on. I'd like to ask them some questions like, well, how much do you spend on the game? You know, do you get any sleep at all? Do you sleep ever when you play this? Have you been to the doctor? Because you've got to be obsessed with this game. So, I mean, I have lots of questions to ask, and I'm curious. I'm just curious. So I'd like to get a few of them on and just discuss some of that with them. Also, coming up in the near future, I'm looking at having an open mic show. And when I say open mic, this is what it is. I want to get people, and this is going to be with Holly Stalin. She's going to actually help me out with the show. We're going to get some people on to sing. Now, if you can sing, that's wonderful. And I got done talking to Summer earlier today, and she is actually looking forward to the show. I'm thinking I might be able to get Mechie on the show. And if you don't know who Mechie is, she actually did my intro for me, my earlier intro, you know, the Chris Top program one, that one. And she's, I'm thinking I might be able to get her. And Summer, if you don't know who she is, I actually did an interview with her just, I guess, a week or two ago. So you can go and check that out and find out who Summer is. But they're both really good. And I'm excited about having them on the show, but I'm more excited about having the people on the show that think they can sing, but they really can't. Because they're more fun to have on the show. Aren't they? I mean, okay, when you watch American Idol, and I haven't watched American Idol in years, I really haven't. But my favorite part about watching American Idol was watching the people or listening to the people that just can't sing. So it'll be nice to have some people that can sing on, but it'll be great to have some that can't. Now, it's one thing if you know you can't sing and you just do it like I do. I know I'm worthless when it comes to singing. I get that. But there are some people out there, and here's a hint for you. If you look hard enough, you can find these people on Spreaker. There are some people out there that, honest to God, they think they can sing, but they have no talent whatsoever. My cat, Abby, would have a better shot on American Idol than a lot of these people that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? All right. I want to welcome Guy Che to the chat. Guy, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. And let's see. Okay, now I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, I have got a brand new What If episode for you. And it asks the question, what if the Joker was one of those cheap mall Santa Clauses? Yeah. See, it's going to be fun, okay? And like I said, I got some help on this one. Holly actually does the voice of a little kid, and she did great at that. And then Kiss actually helped us out with it too. So stick around; it's going to be a lot of fun, I promise. I've only got 10 minutes left, so if the show's really getting to you, then you've only got 10 more minutes to put up with, and everything's going to be cool. Now, Snake says, I'm one of them that can't, and I want to say hi to Tony. It's good to see you. And real quick, while guys in the chat, if you do a show on Spreaker, go ahead and type the word show into the chat. Make sure you follow whoever types the word show. At least give them a chance, because that's all we can ask for, is a chance. And if you don't like them, that's fine. You don't have to listen to them anymore. But if you do, then congratulations, you found something else cool. And one more thing before I take the break. I want to say WABA. If you don't know what WABA means, well, then just stick around and listen to the show more often, and eventually you might get it. I don't know. You may never get it. Some people just don't.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Holly Stallin's words cut like a double-edged sword. On the Edge with Holly Stallin, the fastest 30 minutes on Spreaker.com.
And while you're not listening to Holly Stallin or Guy Shea, then you can listen to the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Dorks of the world, unite. No, okay, listen closely. It's not WOBA, it's WABA.
Mr. Pop.
And I am the one and only Chris Top from the Chris Top program, taking that milk money back 1 nickel at a time.
Be a dork, be proud, be hip. All right, we're going to ask the question, what if the Joker was one of those cheap mall Santa Clauses? And we know, you all know what I'm talking about.
Have you ever felt like you were in the wrong place at the wrong time? Have you ever woke up from a full night's sleep and for a split second you didn't recognize the person next to you in the bed? Do you ever look at your life and wonder, what if I'm supposed to be somewhere else? Or more importantly, I'm supposed to be someone else? What if the Joker was Santa Claus? Ho, ho, ho. I hope your mama's a hoe. Hey kid, what's your mama's number?
Oh boy, I'm so excited to see you, Santa. I want a Batman Classic TV series Batmobile vehicle.
Whatever happened to a f***ing BB gun or a bicycle? I mean, really, do you ever go play outside? What do your parents do for a living? Do they just sit around and let you get fat all day?
Mommy, called me fat.
Oh, it's okay, Cuppy. We'll go and get ice cream after this. Here, take this Tootsie Roll.
Cuppy? Seriously? Cuppy? What the fuck kind of name is Cuppy? I'd like to give your mom my Tootsie Roll. Alright, kid, why don't we put a smile on that face?
I'm just gonna die without my Batman Classic TV series Batmobile vehicle.
Alright, little girl, listen very closely. Whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
This has been a Chris Top, Holly Stallin production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
So, Guy says, thank you for entertaining us, Chris. And I said, anytime. And he says, okay, well, how about 4:45 a.m. tonight? And I was typing, and I thought, well, I'll just say it. You know, be careful what you ask, because I have done some broadcasts at those times before. Now, the whole Joker thing, it was a lot of fun to do. I love working with other people, and I have to say, I really feel like Holly just absolutely stole that skit, because she did a great little kid's voice, and I've never been able to do that, but she did an exceptional job on that. So and I'm pretty sure she'll go back and listen to this show, but I just want to make sure she hears that. But she did a wonderful job on the voice on that, and they're so much fun to do. I mean, they're only a minute long or a minute and a half, but a lot of times they take a couple of hours to sort of mix everything in and get the music in there and just get everything just right. So it does take a lot of work, but it's a lot shorter than a lot of things I've done. So I guess I could say it's quick and easy, but I don't know. Quick and easy, that's how I like Guy, actually. He says he loves these What If skits, and I do appreciate that. I like good feedback, I do. Okay, so we've got like 5 minutes left in the show, and I don't even know what to talk about at this point. I have no idea. Tomorrow is National Bacon Day. I mean, what else could we talk about? I mean, what can you put bacon on? We all know that you can put it on hamburgers. We know that you can put it on cheeseburgers. And we've sort of talked about ice cream. Now, are you one of these people? And I'm going to ask you this question in all seriousness. Are you one of those people that like a little bacon with their salad, or do you like a little salad with your bacon? Because there is a difference. There's a big difference. Because I've seen people at these salad buffets, they'll put like, here's one little piece of lettuce, and they'll give me some bacon, and they'll get like a big handful of bacon, and they'll just throw it on top, and the grease is swirling around on top of the lettuce. That's probably not very healthy. I mean, I'm sure it's good. And if you ever question the America's love of bacon, all you have to do is Google bacon. And you're going to see all kinds of stuff. Go to YouTube. You'll see some people put together these bacon concoctions, and some of them actually look good. Some of them will probably make you throw up. But we all do need to take a moment to think about what tomorrow means. Because it is National Bacon Day. And for me, it's going to start in a couple of hours. So I'm thinking at about 12:01, I may just start out with the basics, just a couple of strips of bacon. And then by midnight tomorrow night, who knows? I may be blending it down to a liquid and then just taking it intravenously through my arm, because I want to get as much as I can out of Bacon Day. Let's see. Guy says the new bacon bowl they are selling looks addictive. Snake says, I like my bacon with my bacon, but no rabbit food for me. It's a lot of people are like that. They are. And we've got the Latin Groove radio show. And see, you have to be cool to say his name. Because you don't say the Latin Groove, you say the Latin Groove radio show. And see, only certain people like me are able to get away with that. And this is a live show, Mr. Latin. See, he's asking that because I did a replay show the other day on my other account. I was trying to save some of these shows and save a little bit of my room. But you just missed the Joker What If. Latin, so you'll have to go back and listen to that on the show for sure. And Guy says, a bacon bath is on my bucket list. A bacon bath is on my bacon list. And ask men. See, why do you say that? You know, I didn't. That's not even a website. See, he's been giving me a hard time ever since. I used to pull information from Ask Men, ASK Men. Did I say hi to Tony? Hey, Tony. AskMen.com, because it has a lot of insightful things on that site. So I use that I used to use it a lot, but I guess he misheard me, and he thought I said Ask Men. Now, Schoolie, on the other hand, she probably frequents the site, Ask Men, or so I've been told. Now, if you guys don't know who Schoolie82 is, she's a good friend of mine. Her name's Sherry. And she used to do a show here on Spreaker. It's probably been a good year, I think, since she's been on. But I did hear through the grapevine that she's going to be coming back, I believe, this month, about the middle of this month. So go ahead and click on Schoolie82 in the chat. Make sure you give her a follow. And Guy, just be nice to her, would you, please? She's good people. She's good people. And, well, Tony, thank you so much for listening and coming in. I appreciate that. And, Sherry, you probably need to go ahead and update your dorky picture. Tony, I need a dorky picture of you on my Facebook page because we want to solidify you in the Dork Hall of Fame. as well. And guys, I have to go. 30 minutes, that's all I've got. So until I broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and I'm gone.
Facebook, it's like jail. You sit around, waste time, have a profile picture, write on walls, and get poked by guys you really don't know.
You have been exposed to the Chris Top program. Tune in next,
Yeah, I don't have a schedule.
right.